Good morning, my beautiful friends. Happy Saturday. Hello and welcome in. If we have not met, I am Katie. I'm so glad that you are here with me this morning. You have picked the perfect live to be on because today we are talking about something that almost everyone is feeling right now, right? Rather so, even if you haven't said it out loud, we're talking about what your body actually needs this spring, and not what really sounds good, not what's trending, but what truly makes a difference when it comes to your energy and your focus and your just overall balance and how good you feel on a daily basis. Because let's be real for a second, spring shows up, the sun comes out, everything starts to feel fresh and new, and you just want to feel that way too, right? If you want to feel lighter, let me know in the chat box. I definitely am always into feeling lighter and fresher and more energized. If you want to feel even more focused, okay, this is what we're going to be discussing this morning. We'll be together about 30 minutes. Of course, as always, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box. I'm always happy to help in any way. And also, I want you guys to know that Nutraharmony is running an exclusive live stream promo code. So that promo code is running at the bottom of the screen. And I just realized that I made a mistake. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me put the correct promo code in there. So sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let me put the correct promo code in. There we go. Okay, so it's Nutraharmony. It's NH Live SPR. Okay, so we've got NH for Nutraharmony, live for live stream, and SPR for spring. So NH Live SPR. That is your promo code. If you purchase one item, you're going to get 15% off. If you purchase 2 items, you're going to get 20% off, my friends. That is an amazing discount. And you're going to get that on top of any other like multi-bundled discount, subscribe and save, stuff like that. So definitely check that out and take advantage of that while you can. Now, you probably feel like your body is still kind of trying to catch up. We are right in the middle of spring, quickly going into summer. You might still feel a little sluggish from winter though, right? Your energy, this is a month of live stream theme based on energy because a lot of people are creeping out of that winter hibernation. And you might feel like you're just not with it yet. Your focus might still be a little bit off. You might still feel a little bit like you're not fully into that spring energy yet. And that's okay. That's completely normal. That's exactly why we're here this morning. Because today I'm going to talk to you about a few simple, very simple daily supplements that actually support your body in a way that help you really feel the difference. It is not complicated. I don't do complicated. It is not overwhelming. I can't stand overwhelming. This really is about just creating a routine that works with your body so that you can feel better consistently. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what's really happening, in your body right around this time of year. Because really your body just doesn't flip a switch when the seasons change. It kind of transitions, all right? And, coming out of winter, your body has been in a slower rhythm. The days were shorter, so a lot less sunlight, less movement, a lot of different eating patterns, especially with the holidays, right? So lower energy output and sometimes even less nutrient support. That can definitely help slow things down. And honestly, it helps with inconsistency. So when spring comes, your body is very much ready to shift, but sometimes it needs a little bit of support to do that efficiently. And if you don't give it that support, you can really get stuck in kind of that in-between place, if that makes sense. So not fully sluggish, but not fully energized either. Now, that is what we are changing today. And my very large dog is walking in the background, so maybe he'll lay down and get out of the scene. Today we are giving your body what it needs to move forward. We're going to help you feel more energized. We're going to help you feel more focused, more balanced. So let's go ahead and start with one of the biggest things that people want to improve right away, and that is energy. All right, but not just that quick energy, that quick fix that comes from like caffeine and all the other energy spike kind of supplements and drinks. We're not talking about that. We're talking about steady, reliable energy that actually carries you throughout your day, that consistent, clean energy. And honestly, friends, that is where the B vitamins come in. B vitamins, liquid drops, I should say. This is your absolute daily essential when it comes to energy production, okay? And we're going to talk about that for just a few minutes. Of course, if you guys are jumping in, always feel free to pop in the chat box and let me know if you have any questions. But because your body uses B vitamins to support energy production, that's the thing. It's not the B vitamins that go in and give you energy. It's the B vitamins that help your body produce energy, all right? So when you're not getting enough B vitamins, or what's even worse is if you've spent your money and you've spent your time taking a B vitamin that is not highly absorbable, that is not bioavailable to your body, that is not absorbed on a cellular level, you're taking something and your body's not using it. Your energy is going to reflect that, right? What makes this so effective is the liquid form. I love anything and everything liquid form. Sometimes I feel like I get a little bit of capsule fatigue. You know, I'm taking my capsules and I'm like, I look forward to taking a liquid vitamin. Now, your body really can absorb liquid vitamins very quickly and start using them right away. So instead of waiting or guessing, you're supporting your system in real time. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take them. Now, I will give you a heads up. B vitamins very much taste like a vitamin, okay? It is berry flavored. It's one of those things that, like, I can literally smell the B vitamin from without even opening the glass container. And that is that's a very good indication that you have a good B vitamin, okay? If you get a B vitamin and it doesn't smell like a vitamin, I would probably wonder about that. So there's really not any getting away from that taste or smell. And don't get me wrong, it's not like it's nasty or difficult to take. It just is a vitamin taste and smell. You know, like the old Flintstone vitamins that, well, I might be telling my age, but when I was little, those Flintstone vitamins, it's that smell and that little bit of a taste, but it's berry flavored also. So, if you knew the amount of energy producing power that the B vitamins give your body, you're going to take them no matter what, right? You also can put them, of course, in a smoothie. You can put them in a little morning tonic. There's a few recipes actually. There's a morning tonic that you can pop them in. And then just, I do like all of my liquid supplements in a little morning tonic and I just take them all at once. But I also, if I'm in a really big hurry, or if, for instance, I'm, traveling or something, I don't have any water around, I put them directly under my tongue. Watch how easy it is. So you're going to take 1 milliliter. That's basically, you've got the milliliter mark. It's half a dropper full. You're going to pop them right under your tongue. That's it. That's it. Now, I have to talk, so I have to swallow, but you typically want to hold them around 60 seconds, allow for that absorption. It bypasses the digestive tract. Anything that you take in a sublingual kind of way, that's my favorite way to take a liquid vitamin, truly. Yes, you can absolutely put them in a smoothie. You can put them in anything, but I feel like, a smoothie in the blender, some of it gets kind of stuck to the sides of the blender. I want to make sure I get the full dosage of this stuff, all right? If you're doing a smoothie, maybe do 2, or 1.5, just so you really know that you're getting that full B vitamin dosage in your day. If you put them right into your tongue, stick with the 1 milliliter. Now, the neat thing about this is it feels like steady energy throughout the day, all right? So not those spikes, not those crashes, just clean, consistent energy, my friends, and that's important. I've highlighted them on the product carousel. They are $24.89. There's also, keep this in mind. So there are 2 different sizes, okay? You can also pop them on subscribe and save and also get a discount, but don't forget to use that NH Live SPR, get 15% off of just 1 item, or you can get 20% off of 2 items. So we've got 2 sizes available, okay? We've got the 2-month supply, which is the one I showed you all. And then we've got the extra large bottle, all right? So that is a 4-month supply. Then we've also got the spray form, which is really neat too. I personally never tried it. It's a 2 ounce, but that would be awesome too. Talk about like convenience. You can keep that in your briefcase or your purse. And I mean, just pop some sprays in your mouth and be done. The neat thing about B vitamins, the thing is, it takes consistency, okay? And it does not give you those spikes and the crashes that come from caffeine and those energy drinks and things like that. It's just clean, consistent energy. And that's what I love about it. You just have to be consistent yourself with it, and you will start to notice that increased energy. And what I feel like it's most like, instead of being like a huge surge of energy, it's that consistent energy that lasts throughout the day, which that's what I'm after, I'm often doing way too much than I probably should throughout the day. So by late afternoon and evening, I am like ready to very much go to bed. So I am after that consistency in energy that lasts throughout the day. I'm not necessarily after those spikes of energy because that never lasts, right? Plus, from the energy spikes, sometimes you get that rapid heart rate, things like that. Now, I do want to go ahead and layer in something that supports both your energy and your clarity of mind, and that and your metabolic support. That is the green tea capsules. I've highlighted them on the product carousel. This is a fantastic price, guys. Under $18 for, oh wait, I grabbed the wrong bottle. Hold on, let me find my green tea capsules. There we go. So you are getting 120 capsules in this bottle, and you just take one capsule a day. So you're getting 120 days of green tea extract for under $18. Plus, you're going to get 15% off if you use the NH Live SPR promo code at checkout. So that's amazing. Now, because energy, without focus, doesn't really feel complete, right? You want to start feeling alert, but you also want to feel clear-minded, and you want that little extra boost of metabolic support. This is what green tea extract does, okay? Especially you want to feel like your mind is working with you. That's definitely me. The neat thing is when you combine these two, when you combine the green tea extract and the B vitamins, you guys, that's where some stuff starts to really click. You're getting a targeted approach, okay? You're really creating a strong foundation for your day. And this really is where your shift starts to happen. So now that we've kind of built your energy foundation, we're going to move into how your body sustains that energy and how you support circulation and endurance so you do not feel like you're running out of energy halfway throughout your day, okay? If you are just joining me, welcome. Super happy that you guys are all here. Welcome in. You are on the right live stream, right at the right time. We have actually been talking about what your body actually needs this spring to feel more energized, just more focused, more balanced in a way that is super simple and very, very sustainable. So we started by building the strong foundation. We talked about the liquid B vitamin drops, okay, for daily energy support, daily energy production. And then we're pairing that with the green tea capsules that really help you feel both energized and mentally clear and gives you that little bit of metabolic boost as well, as we all know green tea extract does. So now that your day has started with a strong, foundation in a strong way, the next step is basically maintaining that energy, because this really is where most people feel that shift. So you're going to start your day feeling okay, maybe even good, but then as the day moves on, your energy starts to drop, right? That's definitely me. You feel like your body is just not keeping up the way that it should. And this is absolutely where the beetroot 5-in-1 capsules come in. There we go. Let me get all my stuff lined up here. You guys, this is an absolute non-negotiable, okay, in our house. This is basically where you're going to find support for stamina and increased circulation. So if you know anything about increased circulation, that is a major thing. That produces way more energy than you probably realize throughout your body. And again, this is where the beetroot capsules come in, okay? You take 2 capsules per day. It's a 60 capsules in the bottle, so you get a full month supply. This is where it's so important. They support circulation. And circulation, guys, that is what helps your body deliver oxygen and nutrients where they need to go, all right? So when your circulation is supported, my friends, that is when your body can maintain energy a lot more effectively throughout the day. And this is where you start to notice that you don't feel like you're running out of energy halfway through it. Your body feels like it can keep going, and it definitely will. So you feel more endurance, you feel more consistency, and a lot less of that heavy feeling, that slowed down, sluggish feeling that tends to kind of show up later in the day. Now, as this becomes especially important, you're going to see it become even more important throughout the active season, late into spring and into summer. Spring naturally brings a lot more movement, right? It brings more activity, more demand on your body. So when you support your system with the beetroot 5-in-1 capsules, you are helping your body meet that demand without feeling drained. You're just supporting your body and the fundamentals of energy in a big, big way. Now, when you combine this with the B vitamin complex drops, okay, then with the green tea capsules, you are supporting both the creation of energy and the ability to sustain it. You're shuttling that energy into all of the systems that your body needs. And this is what creates that really, really smooth, steady feeling throughout your day, okay? Now, I do want to talk about something that can quietly affect everything. Oh, let me really quickly, I wanted to share with you guys a beetroot lunchtime smoothie. The only thing that's missing in this recipe, I need to redo it, is a big scoop of vanilla protein powder or chocolate or strawberry, whatever your favorite flavor is. My mom actually makes this smoothie every single day, but she can't drink it past like 2 or 3 o'clock because it gives her so much energy throughout the day that you have to drink it like morning to, afternoon, like lunchtime. That's what beetroot will do. It's pretty amazing. You don't have to believe me, look it up. It's really amazing when it comes to increasing that oxygen and circulation throughout your body, which is just it's going to affect many things. But since we are on the theme of better energy for spring, that's what it's definitely going to, you're going to see an improvement in that area. So go ahead and grab a screenshot of that. Let me grab a drink and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, so even if you always, you don't always notice stress in your life, your body is constantly responding to it, and when that response is not balanced, when your stress response, when your cortisol levels are elevated, of course, it's going to impact your energy, your focus, your overall sense of how you feel throughout the entire day. This, my friends, is where the organic ashwagandha capsules absolutely come in, okay? These are going to help support your body's ability to really, really stay balanced when it comes to stress. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. It is a very powerful and potent adaptogen. It has been around for centuries. Stress relief, calm, and relaxation. I know a ton of people take this right before they go to bed, just to help that relaxive state and get into a better sleep pattern. Plus, some people take it, in the middle of the day if they have a really, fast-paced, demanding career, if they've got a lot of stress on them, no matter what it is. And this stuff does not work like a sedative in any way, okay? Believe me, I've taken it for several years now in different forms. It does not work as a sedative. A lot of people are confused about that. It just helps support your body respond to stress, okay? Not by forcing anything and not by kind of making you feel slowed down in any way. I promise it doesn't happen like that. But it helps by really steadying your system, okay, if that makes sense. And what that often feels like is just a calmer energy. So not that crazy spiked jittery feeling and not that like scattered. Ashwagandha, it's amazing. It helps you actually remain more steady throughout your stress response and your energy levels. So you don't feel as reactive, you don't feel as drained by things that normally kind of take your energy down. You definitely will start to feel more focused and more centered. And that is such an important piece of all of this puzzle, this energy puzzle, right? Because, you really can support your energy and your stamina, but if stress is consistently pulling that energy away, you are definitely going to feel it. You are not going to be at your best energy level. That is for sure, my friends. So now just to kind of bring all of this together for anyone who's just jumping in, welcome. Super happy you're here. We have built a routine that starts with the vitamin B complex liquid drops. And then we have worked into our green tea capsules for energy and clarity and metabolic boost. Then we've added in our beetroot 5-in-1 complex capsules to support stamina and circulation so that your energy really, really lasts. And then we've layered in that organic ashwagandha capsule. You can take that anytime throughout the day. I prefer to take mine in the evening just to help with sleep. It just keeps your system balanced so stress doesn't kind of pull you back down. And as we know, when you are super stressed, cortisol level increases. That's never a good thing. Elevated cortisol levels are very much directly connected to broken sleep patterns and increased lower abdominal fat. I wish there was a prettier way to say that, but there's not. So look it up. It's pretty fascinating. This is where your body really will start to feel more supported, but in a more targeted, complete way. More this is your energy stack, right? So now we are going to move into something that takes your focus and your productivity on another level, okay? We're gonna talk about lion's mane. That is another adaptogen, just like ashwagandha, but I shouldn't say just like, it's an adaptogen like ashwagandha, but it's very different. Some very much similar, but very different as well. So it's not just about having energy, it's also about using that energy in a clear, focused way. So let me go ahead and highlight. We've got two different formats of the lion's mane. We've got the liquid format and we've got the capsules, okay? This is where everything kind of completes the stack that we've been building, okay? And that's focused on your focus, because having energy is one thing, right? But being able to use that energy in a clear and productive way, that's what actually changes how your day feels. And this, my friends, is where lion's mane drops or the capsules come in. So I'll show you the drops first. I'm going to take my drops here because I have not taken them this morning. Again, absolutely love anything liquid, bypasses the digestive tract, absolutely goes right into the bloodstream, highly absorbable. It's my favorite way to take my vitamins, the liquid, okay? But again, we have two different formats. The liquid is $18.89, the capsules $17.89. I'll show you the capsules here in just one bit. You are going to take 1 milliliter, that's half dropper full. You've got the milliliter mark on there, so you don't have to guess. And you pop it right into your tongue. That's it. Now, I went ahead to swallow because I have to talk, but you want to hold it about 60 seconds so that it really absorbs into your bloodstream. This is something that you really have to stay consistent with, my friends. Any adaptogen works amazing, amazing. You just have to do your part and stay consistent every day at taking it. What makes it really important is how it gives a pretty incredible amount of support when it comes to cognitive clarity. And that is absolutely, when it comes to focus, that's where you want it to be, right? Everything always feels a little harder when you have that brain fog, and it really starts to affect your energy physically as well. So you might feel distracted and scattered. You might feel like you're trying to do way too many things at once. That's definitely me. You might feel like your mind is not keeping up with what you're trying to accomplish. But friends, when your focus is supported, oh my goodness, everything else feels smoother and runs smoother. You feel more present. You feel more controlled, especially in control of your time. You feel like you can move throughout your day with intention instead of reacting to everything around you. And when you add the lion's mane drops or the capsules into the routine that you've consistently started and that you've built, this really is where your energy and your stamina and your focus all start working together. And that's when your day starts to really feel different, okay? So, now, if you are joining me, I have only a few minutes left. If you've been here, super glad to have you. I just want to start pulling everything together, okay? So I want to walk you through this whole routine in a way that feels really simple and clear because, honestly, let me switch back here. I'll switch back and forth to a few things. Because again, we have the liquid in the lion's mane and the capsule form in the lion's mane. We have several different forms of many of the products. Now, when we're talking about your energy, it is built, okay? It is very much built, but we don't want to make it complicated. We just want it to be consistent, right, throughout the day. You're going to start your day with the liquid B complex vitamins. Let me pop up my graphic here again. B complex liquid drops, okay? That's going to give your body that fast, absorbable energy foundation. Let me go ahead and highlight those in the product carousel. We do have those in the B vitamin capsules, and I apologize, I thought I put them in the product carousel right beside of the liquid. They are in there, I promise. You just kind of scroll around and find them. I prefer the liquid though, that's just me. So once you find that really highly absorbable in liquid format energy foundation, then that's when you consider layering in the green tea capsules, okay? That is going to, you're not just energized, you're also clearer and focused, and you have that little bit of metabolic boost, which is always a plus, right? And then as your day kind of moves forward, of course you want to layer in, but we take ours first thing in the morning. You want to layer in your beetroot, capsules. Okay, so you're going to help your body maintain that energy instead of losing it halfway through. Okay, so then when it comes to cognitive clarity and energy on a cognitive level, because that's important, you can be physically great and be mentally exhausted. That's kind of a season I'm in recently, to be honest with you. So I'm working on that. You can keep your system balanced by using organic ashwagandha capsules. And the neat thing about that is it's an adaptogen, very potent, very powerful adaptogen. Stress will definitely pull that energy down. So when you support your body, specifically your brain, with ashwagandha, it is really, really going to help. You just have to be consistent and take it every day. It is an adaptogen that has been around for centuries, and it's used for so many things, but since we're talking about energy, that's what I'm going to focus on, because it definitely will help. It will help that stress response. High stress absolutely pulls that energy down, right? So then when you really start to wrap things up and make this a very powerful stack, you add in your lion's mane drops. We have the drops and we have the capsules, both in, the same potent formula. I just absolutely love the drops. I just took the drops right on my tongue. Don't even need water. You just let it set for about 60 seconds. I took the B vitamins and I took the lion's mane drops. You can pop them both under your tongue if you want, just boom, and hold it for about 60 seconds, then swallow. You're good to go. You've just had your liquid vitamins, B vitamins, you've helped your energy production, and now you've taken something that is really going to actually use that energy in a way on a cognitive basis that feels productive and more controlled, more focused. So friends, when all of this comes together, that's the neat thing. When your body will start to feel supported as a whole, okay? So not just in one area, but in an area that is very much complete, okay? So it is a targeted approach, but it is a complete, like a little matrix that works together with your system. And this is what I really want you to understand as I wrap things up. I have just a few more minutes. This works because it's not random, it is absolutely not guessing. It's not trying one thing and just hoping it fixes everything. It is supporting your body in a way that truly, truly makes sense. So you're supporting how your body produces that energy. You're supporting how your body maintains that energy. You're then supporting how your body responds to the stress. And then, when it comes to how your mind uses that energy, that's going to be supported as well. So when those things are aligned and stacked in your favor, everything feels easier. You don't feel like you're consistently trying to push through your day. You feel like your body is working with you and for you instead of working against you. And that, my friends, is the difference. So as we wrap up today, I want to just take a moment and I want you to think about how you've been feeling. Because if you've been feeling really tired and unfocused or just not quite like yourself, I have definitely been there. You are not alone. We go through seasons like that in life. More importantly, you don't have to stay there. Your body is ready to feel better. It just needs the right support. And that is all the things that we've talked about today. So when you start your day with this energy stack, everything is going to run smoother. All right. Your body is going to be supported. It is going to respond. You're going to feel it. You are going to see it. Okay. You just have to stay consistent with it. And you're going to carry yourself differently because of it. So thank you all so, so much. I have to wrap things up. I'm almost out of time. Thank you for spending your Saturday morning with me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If you have enjoyed this live stream, please tap the follow button. That means a huge deal to us. And also tap that live notification button. We go live about once a week, and I always have a new theme for you guys. This month has been the theme of energy, because we are in spring and everybody's looking for better energy, cleaner energy, right? I'm not yet sure what next month's theme is going to be, but we've always got some really good things in store. And I know that in the supplement world, it can be overwhelming. There's a ton of options out there, and they all have a very strong purpose. But sometimes it takes somebody to explain what they do and how to use them. So that's why we're here. So I hope you tap that live notification button so you can be just silent notification on your device, depending upon how you have it set up. You will be notified the next time we go live. And we run exclusive promos as well. So I truly hope that this gives you more clarity and confidence, and really a routine that you can stick with moving into this new season. Have an amazing rest of your day, my friends. Have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on the next live stream. Bye-bye, friends.